Alright, back here at Bethany. It's Sunday morning, October 13th. We brought the 4-weight this time and tied a new deceiver since we lost the other one yesterday when we were fishing. A little variant on the deceiver. Tied it with an olive color and see if they like it. Wish us luck. Alright, here's a little guy. Alright, so got this one on a woolly bugger. I think we're going to head back and retie ourselves another lefty deceiver and see if we can maybe get a big guy to hit. Wish us luck.
Alright, well, we ended up losing that first deceiver, so we headed back and tied another lefty deceiver and went back out and was able to hook into, in this case, a little sunfish. So we hated losing that one deceiver. We thought it would be a promising one since it was working the other day. Well, we worked the different ponds and ended up in one of the back feeder creeks and didn't get any hits on the deceiver, so we switched over to a foam rubber spider variant and ended up getting a bluegill and sunfish working the feeder creek. Then we switched back to the deceiver when we hit the main pond again, and we started doing basically a slow retrieve, where it was just basically jerking and then suspending, and what we ended up getting was a bass to take. So we got this bass, and earlier we got a little bass on a little woolly bugger. We broke off that other deceiver. A fairly good sized fish that broke our line. In this case, we ended up hooking into a pretty good sized fish in this case. Oops, jumped the gun. This is actually another bass that hit the deceiver. This is one where we get a good sized fish to hit. So what we're doing is we're working the main pond as it feeds into the canal. And here's that bruiser that hit our fly. Initially we were thinking it was a bass, but we were able to see the tail and it was a catfish. Fought pretty good. Brought him in before it was bending really well. Got him to shore. Was able to get a good look at him. Not a bad looking catfish. Went for the lefty deceiver in that variant pattern that we tied earlier. So we lost a deceiver yesterday to a snag, a tree fish we call it. And then we lost another deceiver this morning to something that broke our line, and then we ended up hooking up with this one. Quick measure, just an estimate, about 20 inches is what it went for. We've got a little measuring device. Didn't have our tape measure, but luckily our lanyard has some increments to give us an idea of how big something is. Some markings that we put on that lanyard. So pulled it out and took a look. And based on what we saw, end up coming to about 20 inches. So the 18-inch mark is the white marks, and then it's about 2 inches past the third 18-inch mark. So good stuff. We end up letting it go. And here's a picture of the lefty deceiver that we used. Fun stuff.